Good morning, students. How are you? Hope you all are fit and fine, students. Yes, beta, today we are going to discuss exercise of lesson number 3, Leisure, written by W.H. Davies. So, students, let's start with the part 1, understanding the poem. Yes, beta, what does the speaker miss because of lack of time? Or we can say, students, what does the poet miss because of shortage of time? Yes, beta, the speaker misses to see the squirrels hiding nuts in the grass, a stream full of stars, and other beauties of nature. Now, let's move on to the part 2. What do stars in the stream refer to? Yes, students, stars in the stream refer to shining and flowing water. The rays of sun look like stars shining in the sky. So, the surface of the river looks like star-studded sky in broad daylight. Yes, students, listen. जब सन रेज वाटर पे पड़ती हैं रिवर के, तो वो पानी बेटा वाटर कैसे रिफ्लेक्ट करता है, कैसे शाइन करता है? जैसे कि बेटा वहां पर बहुत सारे स्टार्स आ गए हो, वो पानी, वो वाटर इतना ज्यादा शाइन करता है, इतना ज्यादा शिमर करता है बेटा, ऐसा लगता है लाइक स्टार्स शाइनिंग इन द स्काई. Okay, and it looks like starry sky in broad daylight. Suppose the river looks like starry sky in broad daylight. Okay, beta? Now, students, let's move on to the part 3. List the pairs of rhyming words in the poem. Yes, students, the rhyming words are gesture, past class, light night, and glance chance. Okay, students? Now, students, let's start with the horse. The phrase "no time" has been repeated in the poem. Now, students, why has it been repeated? Yes, beta, by repeating the phrase "no time," the poet wants to lay emphasis upon a fast life. He wants to say that the modern man has no time to see the beauties of nature, or we can say to admire the beauties of nature. Why, students? Because, students, he is busy in materialistic things. Okay? By repeating the phrase "no time," the poet wants to lay emphasis upon a fast life, a busy life. Okay, he wants to say that the modern man has no time to see the beauties of nature because he is busy in materialistic things. Let's start with the part B now. In the poem Leisure, the poet depicts various things and animals as attributes of nature. Now, students, read the poem and complete the chart given below by filling in the names of appropriate things or animals in the bubbles. For example, students, things or animals which are related to nature: squirrels, nuts, grass, trees, cows, sheep. Okay, like this, students, you have to write down here names of appropriate things or animals in the bubbles, and then, students, complete the chart in your books. Okay, beta? Now let's move on to the part C. Complete the chart given below by filling in the names of different animals or things that you relate to city life. Now, students, in this chart, write down the different animals or things name that we can relate to city life. For example, students, smoke, factories, buildings, pollution, hectic life. Okay, like this, students, you have to fill it. Okay, write down names of different animals and things that we can relate to city life. And students, after completion of part B and C, then students write down the difference between city life and a village life. Okay, students? Now move on to the values. Point out the beauties of nature that can be a source of pleasure for man in his day-to-day life. Yes, beta. Stars, sky, branches, streams, and grass, etc., can be a source of pleasure for man in his day-to-day life. Okay, students? Now, students, move on to the part B. Whenever the poet sees the streams in broad daylight, he is reminded of the skies at night. Explain why. How do you feel, students, when you see squirrels dancing and running, ants moving in a line, the sky full of stars, birds flying in the sky, and sunshine on water ripples? Yes, students, the poet compares the streams, or we can say the poet compares the rivers with the sky full of stars, as the streams reflect like shining stars during the broad daylight and give the idea of skies. And students, we feel excited and elated whenever we see squirrels dancing, ants moving, and birds flying in the sky. We feel very excited and happy, students, whenever we see ants moving, birds flying in the sky. Okay, students? Yes, students, let's discuss now life skills. Why do people in cities normally face shortage of time? Is all the work they are busy doing productive? Discuss with your friends or with your parents also, you can discuss, students. Yes, Peter. Actually, people in the cities normally face shortage of time as they are busy in their materialistic pursuits. They don't give time to nature. They don't have time to enjoy, or we can say they don't have time to admire the beauties of nature. Students know all the work they are busy doing is not productive. Actually, students, we normally see that they waste their time in watching TV, playing video games, or using mobiles. Let's move on to the writing skills part. Last summer, you went to Jim Corbett National Park with your friends. You enjoyed watching animals in their natural habitat. Write a letter to your brother, describing to him the satisfaction you derived from watching them. Here, students, you have to write down this letter to your ब्रदर. बेटा जो लेटर हम अपने रिलेटिव्स को राइट करते हैं या अपने फ्रेंड्स को राइट करते हैं, बेटा हम उन्हें क्या बोलते हैं? पर्सनल लेटर्स, और वी कैन से इनफॉर्मल लेटर्स. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, एंड स्टूडेंट्स, इन दीज टाइप ऑफ लेटर्स वी एक्सप्रेस आवर फीलिंग्स. हम अपने फीलिंग्स को एक्सप्रेस करते हैं, अपने जो है जॉयज़ और सोरोज उनको शेयर करते हैं. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, बट स्टूडेंट्स रिमेंबर सम पॉइंट्स व्हाइल राइटिंग दीज टाइप ऑफ लेटर्स. बेटा फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, बेटा जब भी आप पर्सनल और इनफॉर्मल लेटर राइट कर रहे हैं, देन बेटा यूज़ नेचुरल स्टाइल ऑफ राइटिंग. आपका राइटिंग का जो स्टाइल है वो नेचुरल होना चाहिए. नेचुरल वे में आपको अपने फीलिंग्स को शेयर करना है. देन स्टूडेंट्स, आपकी लैंग्वेज कैसी होनी चाहिए? सिंपल एंड ईजी. योर लैंग्वेज शुड बी सिंपल एंड ईजी. देन स्टूडेंट्स, कम टू द फॉर्मेट. अब हमें बेटा फॉर्मेट में क्या राइट करना है? सबसे पहले बेटा हमें राइट करना है सेंडर्स एड्रेस. ओके, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल राइट डाउन सेंडर्स एड्रेस. Students, it includes house, shop, flat, sector number and the name of town or city. Okay, and students, sender's address is written at the top left hand corner of the letter. So here students, no address is given to us. So students, we can write down here examination hall, ABC city. Okay, then students, below this address we can write down डेट. ओके, इस एड्रेस के बाद बेटा हम क्या राइट कर सकते हैं? डेट. हियर स्टूडेंट्स वी कैन राइट डाउन डेट. देन स्टूडेंट्स write down the salutation means it is the usual way of beginning a letter. means students अगर आप लेटर जो है अपने सिस्टर को राइट कर रहे हो then you can write down dear sister. मदर को राइट कर रहे हैं then you can write down dear mother. now students we are writing this letter to our brother. so students we can write down here dear brother, or you can write down any name, dear Ashish, dear Rahul, whatever it is. then students come to the content. बेटा कंटेंट में हम क्या राइट करते हैं? जो भी बेटा हमारी इन्फॉर्मेशन है, हमारी व्यूज़ हैं, हमारे थॉट्स हैं, जो बेटा हम कन्वे करना चाहते हैं रिसीवर को, दैट वी हैव टू राइट डाउन इन द कंटेंट ऑफ द लेटर. फॉर एग्जाम्पल स्टूडेंट्स हियर, हाउ आर यू? आई एम फाइन हियर एंड होप द सेम फॉर यू. आई हैव समथिंग वेरी एक्साइटेड टू शेयर विद यू. Last week, I visited Jim Corbett National Park with my friends. I am glad to say that the animals there are in their natural habitat. वो बहुत खुश है कि जो animals हैं वो अपने natural habitat में है, natural surroundings में है, safe है वहाँ पर. I am very satisfied that the animals they are not maltreated. means उनको कोई भी cruel way में जो है treat नहीं कर रहा है वहाँ पर, बहुत safe हैं वो, and are in natural surroundings. All animals seem satisfied. Such parks, ऐसे जो national parks हैं, such parks play an important role in maintaining ecobalance. Now, do write or share your experience. The students last complimentary clause बेटा, तो इसमें हमें बहुत polite होनी चाहिए. Do write or share your experience. And students at last, if you are writing letter to your friend, then you can write down yours sincerely. But here we are writing this letter to brother. So students, we can write down yours affectionately. Like this students, we can write down the letter, and students at last write down sender's name. Like here we can write down any name, but because no name is given to us in the statement, so we have written here XYZ. okay, after yours affectionately we have written here XYZ. like this students, we can write down letter. Now students, express your own ideas, your own feelings, your own views in the form of letter. Now students, let's discuss about the message of this poem. Here students, the poet wants to say that human life has become so fast, hectic and busy that modern man is left with no time for entertainment and enjoyment in the lap of nature. कि बेटा human life जो है बहुत ज़्यादा fast, हेक्टिक और बिजी हो गई है कि मॉडर्न पर्सन के पास थोड़ा सा भी वक्त नहीं है फॉर एंटरटेनमेंट एंड एन्जॉयमेंट इन द लैप ऑफ नेचर. ही हैज़ नो टाइम टू एडमायर द ब्यूटी स्कैटर्ड अराउंड हिम. एंड द मैसेज कंटेन इन दिस पोएम इज़ दैट इनडिफरेंस टू नेचर इज़ हार्मफुल फॉर मैन. कि जो इनडिफरेंस टू नेचर है, मीन्स हम नेचर में जो है इंटरेस्ट शो नहीं कर रहे हैं, उससे बहुत दूर जाते जा रहे हैं, हम बेटा उसके साथ कनेक्टेड नहीं है नेचर के साथ, तो ये हमारे लिए बहुत ज़्यादा harmful. It is very harmful for man. The beauties of nature are the blessings of God. बेटा जो भी ब्यूटीज़ हैं लाइक रिवर, स्काई, ब्रांचेस, स्टार्स, ये सभी ब्यूटीज़ जो है बेटा जो नेचर ने हमें प्रोवाइड करी है, गॉड ने हमें प्रोवाइड करी, ये सभी एक्चुअली में क्या है? दीज ऑल आर द ब्लेसिंग्स ऑफ गॉड. स्टूडेंट्स, so we should not ignore these all. okay, we should try to enjoy the beauties of nature because students, they are a source. okay, they are a source of joy for the troubled mind. बेटा हमें रिलैक्स करने का, हमारे ट्रबल माइंड को रिलैक्स करने का बहुत अच्छा सोर्स है. okay, they are a source of joy for the troubled mind. Man is so much lost in the hectic routine life that natural beauty lies scattered around him, but he has no time for it. So students, we should not do it. We should try to enjoy the beauties of nature. okay students, now students, I hope that all of you have understood this poem well. To complete chapter number 3 in your English literature notebook. okay, and students, your handwriting should be neat and clean. That's all for today students. Thanks and have a nice day.